What's up, everyone? Gonna have to get a sound check. It's been a while. It's been a while, so you guys need to let me know. I'll wait to get a sound check first to make sure you guys can hear me, and then we'll do a little catch up. Not catch up like catch up, but you know what I mean. Okay, good. Good. Yes. I have risen from the ashes. I live. Oh, my God. How's everybody doing tonight? Let's see. Who do we have here? All the familiar names. Do you remember me, Rob? I must know. Ragin' Cajuns. Did you have a different YouTube name, or are you on the Nation with under another name? Otherwise, I mean, it's a nice username, but I can't say that I remember it. I'm sorry. Sorry for running late, everybody. Good. I'm glad to see everybody's doing good. So it has been some time. I know it's been a while, and I do apologize. I have 1,800 subs now, and I'm out of wake my average. Good. DC still equals dumb comics. Yes. Well, DC, what can you say? S. Smith, I remember. Raging S. Smith. I remember that one. What's up, Dakojin? Killer Godzilla, Runk the Funk. I'm here on time again. Hold your applause. Will do. Will do. My hands are shaking to applaud, but I'm maintaining. Oh, man, am I tired. All right. So, yeah, man, it's been a busy last couple of months, which is good from every other perspective. In terms of YouTube, hasn't been good, but I think the biggest thing that happened was about a month ago, my daughter cracked her ankle in 2 different places, and that was a bit of an issue. She's better now. She still has to wear her boot for like another week, but where's the lamb sauce? Great to see you too, Douglas. So yeah, that was pretty rough, especially the first few days because I had to carry her. I was trying to help her walk, but I had to hold her by her hands, and if it was go upstairs until we got to the doctor, then the doctor gave her a cast, not a cast, a boot, and then she was okay for, after that she was okay to walk on her own. But before that, there was the computer stuff, which I told you guys about the last time I went live, like out of nowhere in the morning. So yeah, so it's been it's been pretty busy, and then the Twitch streams, just most of the time me and Joey just wouldn't be on the same page in terms of schedule. Like one night I'd be ready to go, but he wouldn't, and then vice versa. And then we just stopped asking because I guess we expected that we just wouldn't go live again. So yeah. So he messaged me today earlier, asked if we were going to stream again when he saw that I was going to do a live stream tonight here, but I didn't get back to him because I need to kind of think about that, see how I want to work that out. What I do want to do is I definitely want to get back to doing videos. I'm hoping to start Monday. There's a lot of Godzilla stuff to talk about. So much stuff. Just saying goodnight to my wife. What was I going to say? Yeah, a lot of Godzilla stuff. This director, I'm pretty encouraged how he sounds. So thanks, Raging. She's actually better. She's doing much better now. Thank you. All right. Good night. There you go. Um, I do know. Yeah, just because I haven't been active doesn't mean I haven't been reading or keeping up with stuff. I'm pretty much like, for those of you on the Nation, I check the Nation every day. I don't always participate in conversations. Sometimes I'll toss out a meme just to kind of let you guys know I'm still around. But yeah, I didn't know about his death. It is very sad. It's nice to see that he's getting props from so many different corners of the world from different celebrities. So that's really nice. That's definitely really nice. Um, but yeah, man. So it's been a little bit busy the last couple of months. I've just been really. It's funny. A lot of you guys know when back in April when I told you guys I was really gonna hit home, start doing the stuff and all that, and started doing it, no problems. But then, a lot of you guys know that I left my job for that, so that was my goal. But on the side of that, I still do some other work for, just side income. I've always done that, even when I was working my job, and that really hit. I kind of hit a payload with that just kept me busy for like 2 months, really busy. And then right as that was dwindling down, then came the incident with my daughter, which took another month because she's been healing and stuff like that. And so that's really what's been consuming my time. It's fucking Joey. Joey. So for those of you who see the Twitch stream, you guys know Joey. So get this, right? So you guys know that on the Nation and on my E.T.N Facebook page, I put up that I'm live streaming tonight at 9 o'clock, blah, 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 blah. Joey obviously saw that because he liked it, right? So here I am streaming, right? It's 20 after 9, and he messages me with a question mark. Like, why would you message me right now if you know I'm streaming? Seriously. Oh, Joey. What can you do? So anyway, so that's been the story for the last 2 months. It's just been computer work and my daughter's broken ankle. That's pretty much it. So now that she's pretty much back to walking, like she doesn't have to wear her boot unless she's going to be on her feet for an extended period of time. So when she goes to school or daycare, it's school, but during the summer it's really daycare because they don't do schoolwork. They mainly play and do activities. She's got to wear the boot all day. If we took her to the park or if she goes out, she's got to wear the boot. But when she's home, she doesn't have to wear it. She'll be able to take it off full time by Friday. Next Thursday, excuse me. Thursday she'll be able to take it off. So Joey is odd, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. So now that that's dwindled down, I wanted to come on live, catch up with some of you guys who are still around. I'll let you know that I will be resuming videos on Monday. There's definitely a lot of Godzilla stuff to talk about, so I'm going to get back into that. Definitely. I was going to say about the director, what's his name, Mike Doherty. I'm really encouraged by the amount of communication he's giving on Twitter. I've seen a lot of his tweets, and that's encouraging because it shows that he's got a lot of passion for Godzilla, and that's encouraging because I think he's going to make a good movie. If he has that kind of passion, then he doesn't want to fail. Gareth Edward was also passionate, but he wasn't very outspoken about it, unless you caught him in like an interview. But he didn't really tweet at all, I don't think, if I recall. So to see this guy tweeting it out like almost every other day, every couple of days, he's tweeting something. That's good. That's actually very encouraging. I like that. So refreshing pages. Nah, if you're a sub, you'll get notified if I go live or if I drop a video. Yeah, again, if I'm consistent at one thing, it's being inconsistent. I get it. It's just but it's only because there's just more important things that have to be taken care of, I'm never really going to stop doing this one way or the other, because when I really sat down and thought about it some time ago, I said to myself, do I really want to quit and just delete all this work that I've done? So it's really hard to just shut down the channel and say, okay, that's it, I'm done. Because man, there's over 1,000 videos on this channel of all my work, and that's not including all the ET days. All the ET days before E.T.N. So you're looking at over 1,000 videos that I've done since 2013. and that's a lot of work to just kind of throw it away. So now I just figure, you know what, do the best you can. Just go out there, do videos. If you go 3 months doing videos and then you got to disappear for a month, you know, so be it. You know, that's just how it is, man. That's just how it is. Use the bell? I don't know what you mean there. Oh, pardon me. Sorry, I've had a lot of early mornings this week, especially Friday. Friday, I had to wake up before 6, like 5 something, because my kids stood home and they wake up so freaking early. Ugh. Man, my kids wake up like at 5:30, man. I'm not an early bird and I tend to be a night owl, and those two don't mix with kids. They just don't. Oh, man. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm gonna go back to doing videos Monday. I'm gonna do a couple and then upload them as I go. Primarily Godzilla stuff again because there's just been so much to talk about. Obviously, all of the director's tweets. I saw G98 in theaters the day it came out. So yes. Yep, that is kids. So in terms of Twitter, I'll probably still be showing up on Twitter. I mean, not Twitter, Twitch. I'll probably still be showing up on Twitch a lot. I like doing Twitch. Twitch is fun. It's a little bit more fun live streaming on Twitch than it is on YouTube right now. I don't know. I just it's a little bit more work to set up, but I like the streams just run better to me. They look smoother. Like I'm looking at my stream right now and it doesn't look that great to me. Like it looks okay, but it looks better on Twitch. I think they look good, Daiko Jin. I actually did a video about that. Obviously like a month and a half ago, but I did a video on that. That's right, Vape Nation, baby. Vape Nation all day, every day, even on Sundays. And it'll be Sunday in 2.5 hours. Thank you very much, Kashan. I hope I said that right. So, but yeah, that's really what I wanted to come alive for. I kind of wanted to touch base with you guys, let you guys know that you'll be seeing some videos this week, and I'll be continuing to do videos until something interrupts me again. That's pretty much the best I can do. I can't, as much as I want to say, oh yeah, I'm going to do videos every day, regular content. I really can't do that. It just doesn't happen that way anymore. It's just not how it is. But I'm always going to do it. Let's put it that way. I'm always going to do videos. I'm just never really going to be as consistent as I used to be back in the day. Excuse me. Like many of you know, when I first started, my kids were infants. You know what I mean? They were little babies. So it was a little easier because they were sleeping most of the time. Now, putting them to bed is a hassle. And then them sleeping in, yeah, that ain't happening. So if I stay up late doing a video and editing and stuff like that, I'm going to pay for it in the morning, you know? So I got to be strategic. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate all the kind words, really. Really. What's the catch? What's the catch, man? Did I get Shin Godzilla? No, I haven't. I do intend to buy it. Again, I just, you know, let me see. What was the last movie I saw? Not in the theaters. You know, a movie I saw that I thought was pretty good, but the story the story turned out to be something I didn't expect, but I thought it was a good movie. Was Passengers? Was it Passengers? With Jennifer Lawrence and oh my God, what's the guy's name? Is it Chris Pratt? Yeah, Chris Pratt from Guardians of the Galaxy. I saw that recently, and I thought it was pretty good. It just wasn't what I expected. I thought it was going to be like an alien kind of movie or something big happen. But no, it wasn't like that. I don't know if you guys see it, so I don't want to. What's going on, D-Man? I don't want to spoil it because it is a good movie, but yeah. Chris Pratt, thank you. I figured forgot that for a minute there. But so that was the last movie I saw on video. That I saw Pixels because it was free. So I actually, believe it or not, I actually liked Pixels. I really did. I thought it was pretty funny. Colossal was next on my list, as well as Guardians of the Galaxy 2, because I never got to see that in the theaters. So that I'm going to watch. What else? Pardon me for yawning so much. It's been a long day. I think the last movie I saw in the theaters was Wonder Woman. I think that was the last movie I saw in the theaters. The average, I've been watching Dragon Ball Super every 8 weeks because I hate. Here's the thing about these Dragon Ball episodes. I hate getting into it and then having to wait a week and then watch an episode and the episode turns out to be filler. You know what I mean? There's just so much extra content that they put in the shows that don't need to be there. So like when they start teasing something coming around in the next episode or the next few episodes, but it takes them 2 or 3 episodes to get to it, it really, because first of all, you're waiting 1 week. The episode is only 22 minutes long, and then half the episode is just talking and powering up. So what I've been doing is I've been watching it 10 episodes, like 10 episodes in a row. Then I won't watch for like 8-10 weeks. Then I'll watch. Excuse me. So I'm like semi binge watching it. So I'm actually caught up. Like I saw last week's episode, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay up till 3 o'clock to watch tonight's episode. I might be able to because there is an esport event starting at 1 in the morning that I want to watch. It starts at 1 because it takes place in Japan. So I want to watch that. So if I can manage to get through the esport tournament at 1, then I'll probably pop on Dragon Ball at 3 a.m. Nice. I love dogs. I have 2 cats, so there's no dog in my future. But the 2 cats are really, really good cats. Yes, I do like what I've seen from Monster Planet so far. I'm actually very excited for Monster Planet because of all the things we've gotten in Godzilla, one thing we haven't gotten is an animation. So I'm really looking forward to it. I don't watch Rick and Morty. Right now, the only shows I'm watching, of course, Game of Thrones, which I'm completely in love with right now. Such a great show. And it's sad that it's ending. Ooh, sorry, guys. It's been a long day. I've been up since like 6 something. And I went to bed at like 3. So, yeah. If I make it through that tournament tonight, I'll be shocked. Game of Thrones is insane. I'm kind of prepping myself for all the incoming deaths because they're going to be a lot of deaths. Because let me see. We're going into episode 5. There's only 7 this year, and then there's 6 next year. So you're going to get, I've heard that, I don't want to spoil it. So think of it as it's not a guarantee, but it's a pretty sure thing of somebody's death. It's not going to disappoint me. So it's not like, but yeah, I heard this rumor that it's going to be an ice dragon, that one of her 3 dragons is going to get turned into a white. So we'll see. Take it easy, D-Man. ZCM, I actually have For Honor for the PC. I loved the game when it was in beta. I played it during launch, and I haven't played it since because it was so fucking horrible after launch. The game was just unplayable. And even though I've heard that they've improved it, I've already moved on since then. So for me, that was like a waste of $64. Hassam, I'm not going to be really picky. Whatever monsters they put in Monster Planet, I'll be happy to see. I'm hoping to see some new ones, though, to be honest. I'm probably equally looking forward to seeing both, Darnell, because Justice League is Justice League. I mean, despite most of the bad movies DC's had so far, I still look forward to it, and I'm still going to give them benefit of the doubt that the next movie they make is going to be good. Wonder Woman was a very encouraging sign of things to come. So I'm equally looking forward to both. Theoretically, when you look at it from a popular standpoint, Justice League should blow Thor out of the water, but Thor looks really good. I can, just by the trailers, I'm already guessing it's probably going to be the best one of the three, which is a good way to go out. So, nah, not really. I'm not too bummed about that, about waiting to see a Toho film to after. You know what? I would be bummed if there was no kaiju movies in between. But I mean, we've been kind of spoiled, man. We've got a lot of kaiju stuff. And even though we're not getting Godzilla versus Kong until what, 2019? No, 2020. And we're not getting Godzilla 2 till 2019. We still got Pacific Rim next year. You got the Godzilla animation, which is going to come out next year as well. So we're good, man. We have stuff to hold us down next year going into 2019. And then 2019, 2020, back to back, you're getting two kaiju films. And then after Godzilla vs. Kong, you're getting another Toho movie. So I really can't complain with that lineup, to be honest. I thought season 7 was surprisingly not as good as it should have been when you consider what part of the comic they're up to. In the comic, that portion of The Walking Dead is some of the best shit they've had. Now, the Whisperer War was also very good. I don't know if you've read that far, but the All Out War, the whole Negan story arc in the comic is fantastic. I don't think they did a bad job on the show. I think the problem is that Negan is such a high tier villain. To see him in that kind of in the driver's seat and in control for such a long period of time, it doesn't translate well to TV, because TV, despite the fact that people like the badass and this and that, ultimately people want to see the good person win out. So to see the good guys be on the bottom heap for so long, I don't think translated well for viewers. And the other thing too is that opening episode, as awesome as it was, and I loved it because it was right out the comic pretty much with some changes. I think it'll turn a lot of people off. It was brutal. They did not shy away from the violence that was in the comic. They really didn't. So, but overall, I think it was one of the best seasons they've had. So now I think this season coming up is going to be the season people are going to get all caught up, because it's All Out War and people want to see that. That's going to be great. How would I feel if ever it came into the MonsterVerse? I'm not even going to try and think about that because I know it's not going to happen. So I'm good. Rob, do you think Toho should make a new original monster movie that isn't Godzilla, just like the old days, like Rodan, Varan, War of the Gargantuans, and the Yeah, I like that idea. Kaijus are pretty popular now. It's like I've said in the past, man. You got to strike when the iron's hot. This would be a good opportunity for them to come up with a new kaiju IP. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think that'd be great. I think it'd be great if they did a new monster, brand new, never seen before, standalone movie. You could put it in it's going to be part of the Godzilla universe because it's Toho. So there's always a chance that he'll have a showdown with Godzilla to prove himself. So, yeah. Yeah, the Pacific Rim 2 teaser was good. It was a lot of fun to see that. Hey, if Jet Jaguar is in Pacific Rim Uprising, you guys can officially confirm that as Pacific Rim being part of the MonsterVerse. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Who do you think will be the main antagonist of the MonsterVerse life now that how Thanos is for MCU? I don't know, man. It really depends how far they're going to go with the MonsterVerse. I think they have a lot of content. I just don't think they're releasing or making any announcements of their plans because they need to see how Godzilla 2 and Godzilla vs. King Kong do at the box office. If those movies do well, then they might go forward. It all really depends on what they do with Ghidorah. If they kill Ghidorah, but they decide to extend the MonsterVerse, then I think you're likely to see a new monster appear as the main villain monster, so to speak. If they keep Ghidorah alive, then I think that's going to be your Thanos, quote unquote, of the MonsterVerse. I really do think they're going to do a Destroy All Monsters, and he's going to be the primary villain. That's my guess. I really do. Which actually would be technically, if you want to go by universe compared to universe. I mean, Toho did Avengers first. Like Ghidorah was like the Thanos / Loki of Destroy All Monsters, and then of course it was Godzilla and his Avenger team taking him down. Yeah, who knows if they've gotten more monsters since last we spoke. Destroyer would definitely be a nice transition into the MonsterVerse. There's some monsters that'll definitely work. I think Destroyer is one of them. I don't think they should I don't think they should go that far. I don't think they should do like the comics where they take Mothra and Rodan and give them their own movies. See, that I don't think would work. If you're going to make a MonsterVerse, it has to be centered around Godzilla, and Godzilla has to be in every fucking film. Kind of like what Iron Man is to the MCU. Iron Man is in almost every MCU movie. Not all of them, of course, but he's in a good portion. That's what Godzilla has to be for the MonsterVerse. The only difference is he has to be in every movie, and the movies have to center around him. So, yeah. What do you think Ghidorah's meal is in the Legendary Verse? Man, I don't know. Fish? Yeah, unless the only way I see that region is if they use that as a send off movie. Like if Toho and Legendary, okay, we've done our MonsterVerse, it's time to end it. Do you want us to do the Burning Godzilla? And Toho's like, yep, send them off, and we'll pick it up from there. So I don't think all the hopes of a Burning Godzilla is out the window. It could be a very good send off for the Legendary Godzilla to do something like that. So who knows? I am going to watch Cloverfield 3. Yes. Yeah, Kong is different though. Kong is bigger than Rodan and Mothra. What's going on, 4951? Am I excited for Blade Runner? I can't say that I am. It doesn't mean that I'm not interested, and it doesn't mean that I don't think it's going to be good. I just was never into Blade. I never even saw the first one. So, what do I think about Rick dying in The Walking Dead? Something has to happen. That, I mean, it can't go on forever, right? I know the comics are still going, but I don't know what the end game is. They are planning to run that show as long as possible, unless they see some significant drop off in ratings. And when I say significant, I don't mean like what happened this past year. I'm talking like in single digits. Once they see like mid to low single digit viewing, then they'll end it somehow. What's going on, Ty Lord? Yeah, Brick, I did talk about it a little bit, and I'm very excited for Monster Planet. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very, very much looking forward to that. Um, quite a bit. Quite a bit. What if Biolante and Hedora appeared in the MonsterVerse? Hey, roll with it, man. I'm not against them doing anything. I'm really not. If they can do it, if they can pull it off and they can sell it to the general audience, if they feel confident they can sell those kind of monsters to the general audience, I'm go for it. Go for it. I personally don't think they would work, but that's why I'm not a director. Maybe they see something I don't. A slusho truck. Yeah, that Cloverfield universe is very interesting. I still, I still, as much as I liked 10 Cloverfield Lane and I liked it a lot, I still don't like the fact that it had that in the name because really there was no connection. There was no connection whatsoever. I did see the first Kingsman. I thought it was very good, and I am excited for the second one. No, Epic. I can never get into Fear. I tried watching it twice and I just couldn't get into it, which is sad because the main actor, God, what's his name? God, he's been in tons of movies. He's a very, very good actor. He was in Whale Rider. He was in Training Day. He had a small part in Training Day. He played the gangster. I forget his real name and I forget his name on the show, but him. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. He's the main step. He's the stepfather of those two kids. I actually have not seen what Cable looks like in Deadpool 2. Is there an image out there I got to check out? Let's see. Let's look this up so I can give you my thoughts. Is Josh Brolin playing him, right? Josh Brolin is playing Cable. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, shit. I like it. A little scrawny compared to the comic version, but it's on point. He's got the eye, he's got the hair, he's got the scars, but he's definitely not as big. But that's okay. It's hard for these guys to look exactly like the comic because these guys are drawn so. I mean, they all look roided up in the comics. So for them to make it look exactly like the comics, not gonna work. But Cliff Curtis, thank you, Epic. That's him. He's a really good actor. I like him a lot. But I couldn't get into the show. I think he looks good, Josh Brolin. I think I like that. I like the way that looks. I need your words on this. So Kong vs. Godzilla could possibly be one of the biggest movies ever made. What's your ideal box office numbers? It's an ambitious movie. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to attract a lot of people. I don't see it cracking $1 billion, but I do see it being the highest grossing monster movie of the ones they created up to that point. So what did Kong do? Kong did like 660. I think it'll crack 7. I think 7 will be it'll top off at 7. Could it hit 8? I think if it's going to hit 8, it's got to really, really go balls to the wall overseas. Yeah, I saw that leaked trailer. It looks, I mean, for what it's worth in terms of what I saw, it looks like it's going to be exciting. I like the fact that Spider-Man's wearing that new suit, but I want to see it in full high definition to really give my thoughts on it because it was only like 20 seconds and it really did kind of look like shit. I do like the way they make Thanos look though. Dude, yeah, you're comparing apples and oranges though. You see, Jurassic World is part of a franchise that is leaps and bounds more popular here in America than Godzilla. It is. There's no comparison there. As much as I love Godzilla and I love kaiju, those movies, kaiju movies here in America, will never beat the likes of Jurassic World or Jurassic Park or any of that. Jurassic World made $1 billion because of Jurassic Park and its popularity back in the 90s when Steven Spielberg was running the show. So it already had a name. It had some good talent. It had dinosaurs. There's no way that movie was going to fail. Godzilla is very niche. People know him, but he's always been synonymous with cheesy 70s rubber suit stuff. So people are going to be interested in watching Godzilla, but it's going to be how it's delivered because people do want to see a new Godzilla. People don't want to see the man in the rubber suit. They don't. The general audience doesn't want to see that. If they're going to pay $20 to go to a movie, they want to see high-end effects. They don't want to see a rubber suit. So, yeah, you know. I saw some of the images for the Jurassic World too, yeah. I don't think he's going to look that much different. I think you'll see some small details, but nothing too different. How do you think Ghidorah is going to be handled in the Monsterverse? Like, how are they going to give the message that he's a huge threat to everything on Earth? Well, considering that the director more or less confirmed that he's going to be from space, I think the fact that he's from space in and of itself is enough to make him a threat. So, but we'll see how they play out with that. No need for apologies, man. I'm happy you're even here. SP Goji. A three-headed dragon that shoots gravity beams is threatening. Yeah, yeah. Or worse. I mean, they might give him something worse than gravity beams. No, anyone who thinks that the MonsterVerse is going to be as huge as the MCU is out of their mind. As much as I love, again, as much as I love kaiju, it's just not. It's a very look. I'm happy that it's something that's even talked about and that it's out there the way it is now. It is probably at the peak of its popularity since the 50s and 60s. It started to wane in popularity during the 70s from going forward. But I think now it's probably as high as it's been in 30, 40 years. I want to go to G Fest every year. It's just not that simple. Number one, on one end, I want to bring my whole family, which is not easy. On the other end, I know it's easier to go without them, but do I really want to leave my wife and kids alone for a weekend? That's kind of rough. It was bound to happen, Epic. I mean, she lasted a long time. Tyler, the Avengers weren't that popular before the movies, but what you don't understand is the Avengers were insanely popular back in the day, and they've never really been forgotten. They've always been a staple of Marvel Comics. So not only did you have Avenger fans seeing it, but you had all the Avenger fans from the 60s and the 70s going to see that movie. My father, who was an avid comic collector as a kid, was a huge Avengers fan. He had the very first Avengers issue. And when Avengers came out, he ran to the theater like a kid to see that. So, yeah, I mentioned earlier that I would suspect that if the next kaiju movies in the Legendary Monster universe do well, I think that's their end game. The image tease of Mothra, which image tease? I've seen a lot of images from the upcoming Godzilla movie in 2019, and I don't know if it's something that I've seen before or something that I missed. What's going on, Marquis? Mm. I don't know. Did I see that one? Anyone got a link? Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Oh, are you talking about the one that looks like it's in stone? Because if you're talking about that one, then yes, I've seen it. Wow. They even gave him, I didn't notice that before. I'm looking at a bigger image, but they actually gave her, I should say her, they actually gave her the little circular, which is very iconic in her design. Yeah, I'm excited for Predator. I love Predator. Stranger Things season 2, hell yeah, I'm excited. Nah, I've never been a big Pirates fan. I don't think it'll appear any different, Figment. If it does appear, I just think you'll see different portions of the island we haven't seen before. Twin. Hey man, we got twin fairies in the Godzilla 2014 movie. Remember that scene where they're showing the sky from a sky view of the devastation of Nevada, Las Vegas, or Las Vegas, Nevada, I should say. And then if you look in the right corner, there's two little twins standing on the ledge. Right there, man. I did see the leak trailer marquee. Yep. I prefer both 4951 to be honest. I'm greedy like that. They are firemen. I'm fucking around. That was a running joke. Well, you don't remember that, man? When the trailer first came out, everybody and their mother swore those were the twins. And then everybody's like, no, they're fucking firemen. So I'm just kind of running with that. That's all. It's like the whole Vishnu thing. Vishnu. Oh, we didn't get to see Vishnu. After the movie came out, everyone and their mother kept asking about Vishnu when people didn't understand that that was just part of a concept trailer. Oh man, I'm the wrong person to ask that, ZCM, because I haven't seen a lot of movies this year. I definitely would have to say Wonder Woman's probably probably the best one out right now, or that's been out. But again, I haven't seen Dunkirk, which I heard was very good. It's a lot. I didn't get to see Guardians of the Galaxy when it came out earlier this year, so I like Ezekiel. I think Ezekiel's cool. Um, yeah, I think he's good. The actor's really good. Um, it's so funny seeing it played out on TV though, because it just doesn't seem as, I don't know. Things just translate different from comic to film, so it wasn't as. It was a little bit more comical to see it play out on TV than it was in a comic. Oh, Transformers is the best franchise in the history of cinema. Let's be honest. I mean, Marvel can't touch them with a nothing with a flagpole or anything. Oh, that'll be interesting. King Kong and Planet of the Apes crossover. The apes from Planet of the Apes might see Kong as a god. Favorite Tarantino movie, Kill Bill. Although I did like Django too. I like Django a lot, but I would say Kill Bill. Well, Kill Bill 1 and 2, I like them both. I think King Ghidorah is going to be teased throughout the movie and then revealed towards the end, yes. Yeah, shit is gonna fly, so wear a raincoat and bring some toilet paper. Yeah, because I know I'm gonna be dodging shit when I see that trailer. Transformers is such a fantastic film. It, I think it should have gotten an Oscar nomination in every category, including Best Animated Movie, even though it's not an animated movie. But it's that good that it deserves that reward anyway. It looks like they're setting up Scorpion to be the next villain, though, because he showed up at the end of the movie, and that leads me to believe that he's going to be the one. Superman will never get justice. DC and Warner Brothers already fucked that up when they killed him in that God for horrible movie, Batman versus Superman: The Death of Superman. Oh, she cried, man. She bawled. Glenn is her favorite character. She almost didn't. She literally almost stopped watching the show because she didn't read the comics. So I said to myself, "Damn, this is gonna crush her." So when Negan turned around and hit him, my wife went, and then she just started bawling. And I'm like, oh man, I feel bad. I actually like held her, and it was bad. She really liked Glenn. Glenn was her favorite character. Oh, dude, that's not a spoiler, man. The movie's already what out of theaters. Come on, get with the now. If I've seen Spider Man before you, maybe that was the last movie I saw. Yeah, it was because I took my kids to see it. If I saw Spider Man and you didn't, then that's a problem because I haven't gotten a chance to get to the movies this year like I used to in the past. I think the Bumblebee movie is going to be an Oscar winner, and I think Bumblebee is going to get nominated for Best Actor. Rob, did you ever do a Kong movie with if you ever did a Kong movie with him fully grown, what monster would you make up that's new and would give a challenge to Kong that we've never seen? Oh, geez, man. There's like 5 minutes left on the stream, and you want me to create a monster? God, that's hard. Creating a monster is hard. That's one thing I gotta say about Toho, man. They are creative because when you ever think about creating your own kaiju, create it, describe it, and then you step back, and I bet you it's very similar to one kaiju in a monster in Toho, because I made up my own kaiju once that I thought it was cool, and I wanted to be like a hybrid sea serpent slash land monster, and I'm like, oh, that's Manda. I'm like, oh well. Even though in my mind it looked different because I made him have like the head of a cobra, and but it was too much like Manda, because then I was like, oh, Manda's in the water too. Oh, Manda can go on land too. I'm like, oh man, I'm not very creative, am I? I think Tom Hardy will do good in any role he's given. The question is whether or not the movie will be good. That's the question. That sounds like a movie for Toho G3. I think they should put every monster on Monster Planet. It's called Monster Planet, so why not just put them all in there? It's going to be a trilogy, isn't it? From what I heard, so they have enough movies to fit them all in. Which Decepticon was that? I didn't actually see the film, but I don't care about spoilers for that movie. Just so you guys know, don't start spoiling for random shit. I would like them to bring back Blade. I think Snipes is too old. I'd like to see Michael B. Jordan in the role. No, I would not take him to see Annabelle. Oh, right, right. Yeah, I do. Yep. Okay. I did remember reading about that. Starscream. Yeah, but he died. What did he die in? The fourth? Was it the third? No, it was the third movie. So, I mean, he wasn't gonna. Not Michael Jai White. Michael B. Jordan. Michael Jai White's old too. The only problem with them putting Michael B. Jordan as Blade now is that he's already in the Black Panther universe as a main villain. So that's a problem. Black Panther looks fantastic. I think they're all gonna die, but they're all gonna come back if they do it like the comic. Sorry, spoilers. I just blurted that out. But I don't think you're gonna see any permadeaths. But Brolin is a better Thanos than he is a Cable right now because we haven't seen him as Cable. If they make it work, I don't care. That doesn't bother me if he has a little shrub on his head. Don't bother me. All right, guys, I'm going to be wrapping it up shortly. But I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight. It was definitely fun to catch up with all of you. And like I said, I'm going to be resuming videos on Monday. I got to go back and look at all the Godzilla stuff that I've read about in the last 2 months and start doing some focus videos discussing some of the things they've been talking about. As of right now, there is no final Marvel movie. Yeah, I'm going to do a rundown of Game of Thrones. I know I said I was going to do an episode review for all of it, and I never got around to it. But I am going to do a review rundown of the first 5 episodes, and then I'm going to review the last 2. Infinity War is the final movie of the first half of their set of phases. There's going to be a phase 4 after that. So, but anyway, guys, I'm going to call it a night. It was great to come back on here and catch up with you guys. Like I said, I'm going to be doing some videos this week. Try to get back to doing the video thing. And probably be back on Twitch. So if you haven't followed my Twitch channel, it's in the description pretty much on every video. It's the first link. You just click that, go to Twitch, and then click follow. And yeah, you'll get notified when I go live there. Yeah, my daughter's fine now. She's only got to wear the boot until Thursday, so she'll be good to go. But anyway, guys, thank you all for coming out tonight. And I will see you guys all very, very soon. You'll be seeing a video from me very, very soon. And we'll start catching up with this Godzilla stuff so I can get up to speed, because we have a lot of good things coming. You know, not only Godzilla, but Pacific Rim and all that kind of stuff. Godzilla Planet, so it should be fun. All right, guys. Have a good night. Thank you very much again for coming out. And I will see you all very, very soon. Peace.